The ruling National People's Power Party, led by Sri Lankan President Anura Kumara Dissanayake, has achieved a landslide victory in the parliamentary snap elections. According to the provisional results, the leftist coalition has won 159 seats in the 225-member parliament by securing around 62% votes. Now, while the main opposition, the SJB party, led by Sajith Premadasa, and the National Democratic Front, the NDF, backed by former President Ranil Wickremesinghe, have reduced to over 17% and 4% of the vote, respectively. Now, the victory is monumental, given that Dissanayake's NPP previously held only 3 seats in the parliament, which led to his decision to dissolve the House and call for fresh elections. Thursday's election was the first major test for NPP after Dissanayake swept September presidential elections on a promise to combat corruption and bring the island nation back on the path of economic recovery after the 2022 financial meltdown. Dissanayake needed a majority in the parliament to be able to push through crucial economic reforms, including the budget. Joining us live on the broadcast now is a correspondent, Dasuni Athauda, who's joining us from Colombo. Dasuni, the Election Commission has released its final results. Take us through the numbers and what it really means for Dissanayake's leadership.
Absolutely. The Election Commission here in Sri Lanka has now finalized and tabulated the overall island results for the 2024 general election. And as per this tabulation, the National People's Power Party, which is led by President Anura Kumara Dissanayake, has got a massive victory, a 2/3 majority, meaning that he has secured 159 seats. Now, coming behind the National People's Power is Sajith Premadasa's Samagi Janabalawege party, which has obtained a total of 40 seats. Now, even if you look at that comparison, that gap alone is quite vast when you take the Samagi Janabalawege, who have just secured 40 seats, while the NPP has secured 159 seats. This now paves the way for President Dissanayake to push through with much-needed legislation that he needs in order to steer this country on a new path of change.
Dasuni, it's just not 159 seats or the 2/3 majority that they have been able to clinch. It's also the fact that the NPP has reached the ethnic minorities, members of the Tamil and the Muslim communities that voted for opposition parties in the presidential elections. A word on that.
This is a historic election for many reasons, and one of the key facts is, just like you mentioned, Isha, for the first time in Sri Lanka's election histories, the people of the north have voted for a party in the south. If you look at Sri Lanka's previous general elections, candidates, especially from independent parties as well as Tamil-based parties, have been dominant in those areas. And if you look at this election map, as of right now, of the 22 electoral districts, the NPP managed to sweep 21 of them. That alone is a historic win, especially because this is the first time such a win is being recorded by a single political party. Because previously, in the previous general election, which was led by President Gotabaya Rajapaksa, yes, there was a 2/3 majority, but that was also via a coalition. This is entirely by one party.
Thank you so much, Dasuni, for joining us with the latest. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.